Right, I just clocked a really important part when Zach was saying about the weather and some other things, but the audio was messed up, so I'm just going to catch this little segment here. And as I say, it would just be a tidbit upload, probably about, I don't know, 10 minutes, 5, 10 minutes. All right, let's get it on.
Okay, I'm going to read it more. Were you aware that on December 14th, 2014, I'm trying to remember, is that the day? That's not the day. Is that the Sandy Hook shooting day? No, that was 2012. That was December 14th, 2012. Almost 6 years ago, on Kobe Bryant's 113th day of his age, was the same day he passed Michael Jordan in all-time points scored. He scored 26 points. Again, Bryant's 26, Jordan's 26. You forgot in your note, Jordan's 26. And moved to third all-time. Yeah, third is 59.76. Yeah, Michael Jordan, 59.76, right? And he did it against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And again, they're in Minneapolis, the original home of the Lakers. Huh. That's a really great find. Yeah. Man, I'm surprised I didn't catch that one back. I was busier back then. That was a little more than a year into my research, and back then I was fielding quite a few things. I still had my weed business.
And 1 second, I think this is just after the James Dean. Is that just after that bit? Yeah. See his face there on this search bar. Sure, it was James Dean. So we're at 152.18.
Search, and back then I was fielding quite a few things. I still had my weed business, and I didn't spend as much time decoding back then because there was just a million different things to do. So that's a really good one. I'm surprised I didn't know that one before. Love it. Awesome. All right, here's Big Al. Big Al says, most of these Goyim don't deserve to be saved. I cleared almost 2K again on the rigged fights last night. You've changed my life, Zach. Can't wait to have that new book in my hands. Most aren't deserving of what you've exposed. Well, it's just like, and then we're giving it to them, and then they're denying it. It's like, how dumb are you? Like, seriously? Like, we're predicting everything correctly.
You know?
And then the dumbass will be like, well, you were wrong about that one thing.
Yeah.
You were wrong about those three things, 4 years ago. It's like,
It's just so ridiculous. Couple of things wrong, but where's the rest of those bazillion things that have come true? Unbelievable. Let alone, even with him as a standalone, let alone those that get it, that's, come across the knowledge and the wisdom and use it, be it just for decoding the news or sports and other stuff, stock market, etc., etc. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, God.
predicting everything correctly. And then the dumbass will be like, well, you were wrong about that one thing. You were wrong about those three things, 4 years ago. It's like, okay, yeah, I was. I was wrong about three things 4 years ago. How about the 1,000 things I've been correct about in the same period of time?
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, if anybody wants to challenge us, isn't my theory pretty much exactly correct?
Yep.
Isn't my theory that I proposed from the beginning that I've been proving for 7 years straight exactly correct? That the news is scripted, the sports are scripted, the politics is scripted, the military's in control of the weather. It's all being done in ritual and connection to each other. I mean, that is the point of my work. So, I don't know how anyone could disprove it. And then coming back to Al's message, he writes, Acts 7:7, a nation will be punished for all its wrongdoings. United States 77. Yeah, and that's exactly what we've been talking about since September 2018. And then think about that, you guys. I mean, last year, people were with us on football. We saw how before the season began, the Chiefs were most likely to win. We said it was going to be all about Acts 7:6 and the 400-year prophecy. This is exactly what we said before the season began. It's also why we said Virginia was going to win the championship, which they did. And I mean, who could deny now? Because Mahomes wins the Super Bowl, and then on 7-6, the headline is that he signs a $400+ million deal. And I know since then they've come out and said that the contract's worth as much as $503 million, and recognize what they did with that. 503 is the 96th prime. The divisors of 42 sum to 96. These are numbers that tie to masonry as well as the football field, because 503 in numerology terms is 5-3, like the 53-man roster, like the 53-yard wide field, like how Vesica Pisces equals 53, the shape of the football. So yeah, Big Al flew up here in March too in Seattle, and I remember he came up here on Friday, or he might actually got here. I saw him on Friday. I think he got here the day before Thursday, and I think he flew back. I forget. He might have flown back Sunday or Monday. But I remember the Saturday that he was here, between protesting with me Friday and Sunday, which he did all day. On Saturday, in his hotel room, he used his Gematria knowledge and made like, I forget what it was, 2 grand, 3 grand that day as well. And I was like, look at that. You're coming up here to help me pound pavement and educate about this coronavirus scam. And I said, what would your flight up here and your hotel cost? A few $100. And that's what it was. So it's like, man, you came up here and you go home $2,000 richer, and you helped us with a very important cause. And because of what we did this weekend, it went viral on Twitter, the Event 201 simulation. And think about that. Think about Big Al, who's been following me for years. He's coming up here and he's getting paid off this knowledge. He's promoting it on the streets. He's helping get the word out, and he's richer for it, mentally and financially. So, and he's had a bunch of big weekends. This is the same man who turned $5 into over $10,000, and I think that same week he had like 2 smaller parlays that paid several $1,000s too. So I'm almost tempted to ask him if he's making more money off this than his day job now. He might be. Okay, Twins, Gemini, Milwaukee. Also, shout out to Alex the Homie 2.0. Zach, hang in there. I'll always hang in there, man. I don't know. The weather warfare really pisses me off, man.
Yep.
Whenever the weather warfare shit happens, I get mad. I'm like, God, this is fucked up. The military.
Yeah, because, they've got the minds, the money, the this, the that, they're doing all they do. And it's like, do you have to F with the sky as well? Do you know? They're really messing up, our internal terrain, landscape in how many ways that they're, doing it without me sidebarring about a bazillion examples. But it's just like, how much do you need? Do you really need the sky? And again, this is how you know these people are crazy. As I've said how many times before, I've said, who would do that to your own habitat? That's like you've got a baby and you're spraying some crazy shit in the room and the baby's trying to sleep. Do you know what I mean? And then either other partner is then even telling a friend about it, but nothing comes of anything, even if the friend is giving you like great neutral examples to understand why you should wake your ass up and get out of that relationship. Make sense? Know when you're in a bad fucking relationship, damn it. What the fuck is going on? Knowing you're just being like, manipulated and just mocked and just, you know, this is way beyond being cheated on. Do you know what I mean? This is just, they've just gone to some next level extremities, which is just so out of pocket. Oh man.
Pisses me off, man. Whenever the weather warfare shit happens, I get mad. I'm like, God, this is fucked up. The military can control the fucking weather, and they can make a storm hit a location perfectly. I guess it's because it like almost overwhelms me. It's like, God, we're up against a lot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, just give me the keys to the military. I'll be targeting Bill Gates' house. I'll be targeting all these billionaires' houses. Let me try out the keys to this machine. Let me see how many feet I can make Bill Gates' house explode into the air. Let me see if I can get Jeff Bezos and him partying there at the same time. All right, Chris has a big comment here, Chris. All right, this looks almost as long as my book. Let me see.
And before we go to that,
The keys to this machine.
because I forgot where he was gonna stop. I did it much better in the last video, but I've got to do it kind of again. So let me pause this, and you know what's up, right? So, and as I said before on the other recording, you don't need the Gematria to see something's up with the weather. Just amazes me, all these face mask stuff going on. Nobody's bothered about the chemtrails all this time. Really? Wow. You're marching for the wrong reasons. You haven't got the right focal point where to direct it properly, man. Unfortunately. Oops, I spoke a second too long there. And the picture slided over. I didn't want to go to the next one, but anywho.
Hold tight. Hold tight.
His house explode into the air. Let me see if I can get Jeff Bezos and him partying there at the same time. All right, Chris has a big comment here, Chris. All right, this looks almost as long as my book. Let me see.
Yeah.
Just wanted to tell you, I think I know the importance of the number 22 that has been popping up this year in 2020. I was born on May 22nd, 2000. So
Yeah, I
happy.
did say, man.
Man, you can't even drink yet legally. It's good to be 20. You can look at 5
That's
as a
my day.
backwards 2. So one could say I have 4 2s or 4 5s in my name. I got to stop here. I do not encourage people to do this, but okay, I'm listening. And for the past couple months, I have been seeing 522. 522 has been everywhere. I've been talking a lot about 225 this year. Seeing 522 popping up on my clock, pairs of 3s in nature, and doing things on schedule according to these times. And by the way, you guys, I might have to warn you that I might just abruptly end this live stream. Like, you're like, what in the world just happened? If I hear somebody coming through that door behind me, I'm ending this because none of them want to be on camera. And again, I'm in somebody else's house by myself right now. Sweet lady wanted me to come with, but I wanted some alone time because, again, we've been busy the last few days, and I've been meaning to make videos, and I haven't had a chance. So, anyway, I said I got to talk to my people.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Coming back to this comment, for the past couple months, I've been seeing 522 popping up on my clock, pairs of 3s in nature, and doing things on schedule according to these
All right.
times.
Do you know what?
I'm even messaging you on your birthday. No, my birthday's not the 22nd. I know why you think that, because people are saying happy
It's the
birthday on July
21st.
22nd. My birthday's the 21st.
Basically, I'm gonna play this movie for another 2 minutes, yeah, and then the video that hasn't got the correct good recording, but you can hear me fine when I speak. If you catch the point of where this is going on, just after the man, what's his name again, man? Oh my god, was it something Bean? Oh my god, I can't remember the guy's name. Or Gene something? Was his name Gene? Oh my god, he's like an old school guy. Anyway, there was a riddle with one of those football games and some other guy, James Dean or something like that. I think that's what he was. Anyway, just after that, you'll catch it. As I say, because I have got literally no memory, and I really just want to get these videos up. So as I say, forgive me. As I say on the last one, if you just skip to the end, you'll see me going through stuff on the community wall, as I said before. So yeah. Right, I'll play this for the next 2 minutes though.
721. I'm even messaging you on your birthday, but it's okay. I can have 2 birthdays. I feel like the number 22 is a signal to draw me or someone out with the number 22 in their life out to do something according to their schedule or plans. It's not going to be me. However, 22 breaks down to 4, and I do have a 4 in my numerology life path. And I don't think it's going to be staged either. I think they want a regular individual like either you and I to actually voluntarily find out about their plans and go through with it. Anyways, I believe this has been their goal from the start and why they've been doing so many rituals as of late. They need that person to take a stand. P.S. My full name, including middle, has reverse ordinal 252. All right, interesting. But again, what 22 is in numerology terms is the master builder number. And of course, the word master itself has Gematria 22 in the cipher that matters the most.
And the master builder number, I think that is. I think it's 220. Master builder number or the master builder number. I'm sure it equals 220. As I say, I do mention this on the other video, but you can't hear Zach properly, so unfortunate. But anyway, let me just finish. Oops, let me finish this last bit.
Master builder number, and of course, the word master itself has Gematria 22 in the cipher that matters the most. And you think about things like Revelation's 22 chapters. Again, 2 is a really special number because it's the number of the builder, right? Because like 2 is like things coming together, constructing. It also represents deconstructing. And think about it, like how from 9/11 2001 to March 11, 2020, when they declared the pandemic, was 222 months later. And again, this 222 number, if you haven't read my the chapters in my new book, there's a big chapter on 222. And I probably could have even put more 222 stuff in there, but remember, 222 months from 9/11 to the coronavirus pandemic, which are related, and they're both about, building the new world order and deconstructing the world as we know it. So the symbolism of two, the meaning of two, when you put numbers together in a sequence like 2, 22, 222, it's just a rep digit, and you're just multiplying the power of that number. So 2 and 22 and 222, they all have the same numerological meaning, but it's like the power of it. And
Yep, and as I was saying, of course, with the intent that they have from their side putting into it, and as I was saying on the other recording, that's with the where you can't hear that properly. I kind of say what I said before. As I say, it could be stuff on your clothing you don't realize. Number two, but the way they've got it with some next symbol on it. Not like you can have like a designer label or whatever. Do you know what I mean? A logo. Like the new Hugo bus top, it's got a number two, but it's got another like a little whatever the case may be on it or around it. This is my point is, um, if you don't know the signs and symbols and how then you don't realize where your energy is going to again, you know, create their desired flipping world. Do you know what I mean? And again, think about the resonance, the frequency build up within the numbers, especially when they're doubled up, tripled up, quadrupled up, etc., etc. And again, what we show overall with them just using specific numbers over time ritualistically for a given situation, and you'll see the same old sequence pattern for that specific situation. You'll see the same old numbers rolling out. But anyway, that came out much better on the other one, so catch it, but I just tried to fill it in anyway this time on here. Man, that's why I hate when recordings mess up because, it's just like reiterating stuff that's already, it's just like, ugh, bit of a jar.
and think about these three twos and how powerful this coronavirus agenda is, even though it's all a bunch. And sorry, guys, I once again I'm on the wrong screen, so you can't see what I'm looking at right now. I apologize. I'm not doing the best job here, but
You know what? I need to cut this, man, because I got no space.
anyway, Wuhan coronavirus is 222, big number with